guys, I wanted to create a video as a review for our assessment that you're going to be taking on Schoology. And so basically, I'm going to go over everything that is on this assessment. So what I would do if I were you is I would copy down this word bank. So pause the video, copy this in your music binder, okay? So we have these 15 words, okay? The assessment is going to be a drag and drop. So what that means is when you look at it on Schoology, you will have a fill in the blank sentence and you will have all these words under each sentence, there are 15, and you will drag the correct one up into the blank. So you'll literally click on the word and plop it up into the blank to answer the question. Now, each one of these words on your assessment can only be used one time, okay? So what I would do for your assessment when you take it is I would have this word bank copied down, and then as you go through the assessment, I would have that paper, this paper next to me, and I would mark off the one that I used so that I would know that I was done with it for the next questions that come later, okay? So that way you can literally mark off which ones you've used, because you won't actually be able to do that in your assessment on Schoology, because for every question it will pop up the complete list of 15 words. So if you have this paper next to you, then you can mark off the words that you've used and you'll know when you've done them all. And it will help as a process of elimination too. But I'm gonna go over these right now. So if you haven't already paused and copied these down so that you can use them for your assessment, go ahead and do that. So what we're gonna do is we are gonna go through the questions on the assessment, and I'm gonna kind of give you an idea of what is on there, okay? So the first thing that you're going to have is you're going to have a question that says musical expression can happen through the use of blank, which is how loud or soft music is, okay? So if you are already thinking, oh, I know which one of these is loud and soft, it is dynamics, okay? So you need to know what dynamics are, that it is loud and soft, okay? I'm gonna jump around a little bit, so I'm not gonna go quite in order of the assessment. Okay, the other thing that you'll have on there is tempo as being the speed of the beat. So you need to know that tempo is how fast or slow the music is, okay? Let's see, what else do you need to know? You need to know that in tempo, when we talk about tempo, you will need to know that largo is a slow tempo. You will need to know that in tempo, that the tempo marking of andante is a medium speed or a medium tempo. You will also need to know that the tempo marking allegro is a fast tempo or a fast speed, okay? Let's see. You will need to know that the meter signature is represented by one number on top of another, like this. Okay, you will need to know that the meter signature is represented by one number sitting on top of another, and that it shows us the number of beats in every measure and what kind of note gets one beat. We talked about that in a video last week, okay? So that's what meter signature is. You will need to know that forte is the Italian word for loud, and you will need to know that piano is the Italian word for soft. You will also need to know that meter is the pattern of strong and weak beats in a song or in music. You will also need to know that in music, that not all beats are created equal. Some are stronger than others and some are weaker. You will need to know that in, in 2/4 meter, that the quarter note, that 4 stands for the quarter note, and it's telling us that the quarter note gets 1 beat. So that's where that comes in. You will need to know that in 2/4 meter, the bottom 4 tells us that the quarter note gets 1 beat. You will need to know that in this meter, that the top number is telling us there are 3 beats in every measure. You will need to know that in this meter, 4/4 meter, that the top number is telling us, let me circle that again, that the top number is telling us that there are 4 beats in every measure. Okay? Then, for these last 2 words, you will need to know that this is a repeat sign. 2 lines and 2 dots. That was also a video that you watched last week. Okay, so that is the repeat sign. And you will need to know that when you see at the end of a piece of music the double bar line, which is double, 2 bar lines, the double bar line, that means that you have come to the end of a song or piece of music. And again, that was a video that you watched last week. So these are the 15 words that you're going to find on your quiz. Please look over your notes. Remember, you've been taking notes in your binder. And then copy down this word bank to use when you take your assessment. And when you're ready to go, you may take it. Also, I think I have put in that you have 2 tries. So if you submit it the first time and you miss several, you can do it one more time. Okay? So, good luck.